The last thing I see are those feet before all I know is darkness. Is she dead? A buzz breaks the silence. I start to rouse, pulling into consciousness against my own will. I've never felt this tired before. I just want to go to sleep, but the insistent buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old mattress may not be the comfiest of places, but that doesn't make me any more eager to wake up.
5 more minutes, Becca.
I swat away at what is nudging persistently at my side. Come on. Can I just get a few extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. A hand lightly taps my cheek and something cold and suddenly being pressed in the back of my head. The icy sensation slowly spreads through the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling.
Isabella? Isabella? Gosh, can you hear me? Isabella?
The fog immediately lifts from my mind, and the moment I recognize the voice and my eyes snap open. There looking down at me is Rose. They look, oh, crazy woman. Another woman loiters beside her, but my attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask why there's something else with her. Rose's posture just screams worry, although she's keeping a straight face, or trying at least. I can't help but feel bad for making her fret. A wave of dizziness washes over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Luckily, the feeling subsides after a few seconds, until only a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. With little assistance from Rose, I push myself upright. She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it, where I suspect a small bump has already formed. If the light ache in the area indicates anything.
All right, Isabella, where are we?
The Ermengarde mansion. Why? Ow, my head.
Same.
And the date today?
October 21st? Rose.
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
15, 14, 13, 12-teen.
12-teen?
No, that's wrong.
Why isn't it 12-teen?
Why are we doing this?
Honestly, wait, why isn't it 12-teen? Why is it just 12 and then 13? Just why? Like, shouldn't it be like 2-teen?
She's just checked if your injury is in any way serious.
Here I thought Rose is already tall, so she's pretty tall. Okay. So she's probably like looking at the mansion or something. Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unreadable expression before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. Why is she frowning at me? Girl, I fell down the stairs. Like, could you give me a little like nicer look, please? Like, I'm in pain. She may be far from cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like our supervisor during evaluation.
Just do it, please.
Okay, Rose releases a breath of relief once and
You
then.
scared me for a moment there. Are you all right?
Exasperation soon replaces the dull ache. The memory's a little fuzzy, but the attic and...
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Rose gives me a skeptical look when I return to the cold compress to her and push myself off the floor. Okay.
See? I'm A-okay.
Saying she's okay.
All right, you in. But if I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic.
Clear as day.
You insist.
It's just a small
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. My sincerest apologies.
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch. Why do I find that so funny? Miss McCulloch. So she's an interior designer.
Yes. Hannah Wright? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home.
This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
This is the
It
my god
is,
mansion.
but
She pauses, possibly trying to find the right words to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. Ooh, she looks cracks. Oh, I'm so old. I'm so old now, like my body just cracks. Suddenly Rose nudges me with her elbow. Okay. Okay. So... we'll just say we'll check with her supervisor. We'll be nice. Seems like a nice thing to do. Oh, and she likes it. That's wonderful.
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
This ambient music in the background's kind of like
What
creeping
do
me
you
out.
mean?
I almost flinch when she turns her gaze on me, but I stand my ground. Besides, it isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before. I may screw up at times, but that doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years I've worked with the business.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
Okay. Alright, disaster averted. Wonderful. Okay, she's back. Looking a little frustrated with an apology clear in her face. I feel a little sorry for her for having to go through all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
Certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive.
Okay,
and
so-
Isabella, I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those.
Okay, so she's an interior designer for someone who's looking to buy the house, which is weird. I mean, you know, I guess.
Can you please
they're
get it for
planning
me?
on buying it?
And hurry. We've still got a few minutes to double check those papers.
Okay,
Okay,
alright.
got it.
Alright. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell was that? It's creepy. Okay. There's a lot of people here. Magpies. Murmuring. I'm just like, I've given up. There's those birds again. Just circling. Okay. Rose calls for their attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and we'll be taking a tour.
Oh, you know each other.
Not at all, ma'am.
What?
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
Damn, the cursor's there again. Damn it. Every time. Okay. Okay, weird. So it seems like they knew each other. The woman in particular is stunning enough to turn the heads of most people in my group, especially the men with wandering eyes. The guy standing beside her doesn't seem to mind, though. And if I'm going to be a bit bolder with my assumptions, I'd say he's basking in the intention. Both of them, in fact. I think they're our brother and sister if it wasn't for the public display of speaking illy in general. The matching rings on their finger just cement the fact that they are indeed a couple. Whatever. Couple or not, what's important is we get the deal closed before the current owners can even think of canceling the listing. I just hope one... Who owns this? Wait, who owns this place? And so with papers in hand, I lead the way. When they aren't whispering among themselves or going ooh and ah over one thing or another, they ask questions from how the restoration process went. This is like a little
Some of the furnishings here are...
unnecessary. Okay. It's splendid, ma'am. It's splendid, ma'am.
But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything. Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
Okay, so they are like set on moving in, even though it's like not in the market. Well, they haven't bought it yet, but they're like, we're gonna change everything. Cool. Mad props to the cleaning crew, seriously. After overhearing hundreds of their complaints and the soot and tar staining the bricks, and how much the pain in the arse cleaning this will be, they still managed to pull this off. Or make it look presentable,
The
at least.
highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
Oh, don't say anything yet. An underground wine cellar.
This is the first time the guy in the gray speaks. Mr. Luke Wright, my memory supplies from the forms they signed earlier. Okay. What's so interesting about a basement? I really don't understand the rich people sometimes. Okay, so he's excited.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Why would you need that much wine? I mean, but really.
Truly. And the room, how was it built?
The bricks that were used to build the cellar have been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. It's a good place to keep your private collection in if you have one, sir.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love, Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard?
Stiff.
Well,
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. We were told that the original...
I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the group have been requesting for a break anyway. If I can
Excuse me? Everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we've prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
Okay, so she's freaking out. It's not what you think. I've probably just caught Becca's cold. Don't think about it. I'm left alone for a good while. The same words spilling out of my lips in a silent prayer, until a hand taps my shoulder.
hello. You there?
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you. Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker. Anyway, Isabel, right?
Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right?
Please, just Hana. Call me Hana.
Hana,
I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
after you buy it. My brain completely stops. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait,
Money, honey.
ma'am, you see,
So she wants to buy the place, and she's like, well, we haven't sold it yet.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem. And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who will probably just fill it up with cats.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hana. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Well, I'm more of a dog person, but you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon, and it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be more appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? What would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
I can't help but send an imploring look at Miss McCall, who gives me an apologetic smile and shrug.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to...
Wonderful. And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent.
What?
Hopefully you can
This
help
time
us
what?
out too, Isabel.
Isabella.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
Isabella.
It's Isabella.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good
So
word
yes,
to your
that's great.
superiors
I don't
too.
give a
And
crap about your stupid name.
what's this?
Oh! A look of confusion and disgust appears on her face. Turning to her husband, he merely shrugs in reply.
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though. I'm sorry.
Darling. Buttercup. Art is a complete overstatement for this garbage.
This is garbage.
It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
I love his voice actor.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month. You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled. But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, Ma'am. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
Why are they so set on the fact that it's like an artistic thing? Ooh, that's not good. I left my hair tie on too long and it's all cut off my circulation. Yeah, why would they think that was like an artistic piece? It's like
I'm quite
creepy.
sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
What do they mean? Rose and I double-checked everything. Are the papers I handed not enough? I want to ask what I did wrong. I don't want to mess this up. But with the way Mom Hana leading the conversation, I'm afraid that's exactly what will happen.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
Okay, a smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
Weird. I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter in my hands. The sides crinkle in my grip and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright?
Totally
You're
not
looking
alright.
pale.
Yeah, because... So they saw the letter, and I didn't say anything about it. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I found it. Like, it's weird, right? I would just say that. I'd be like, yeah, I found it. I feel like maybe some like kids came in and like left it there or something
The
weird.
letter. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Careless. I've been so careless. How do I even tell them without looking like I've gone mad? Should I show the letter or not show the letter? Let's save it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna show her the letter, just so she knows what's going on. Like, hey, like, look at this. I blurted out before I could think twice about what I'm going to say.
Rose, we need to get out of here. This place is cursed.
Alright. She's like, oh my god, making a scene. I don't want to make a scene. I just wanted to explain, like, oh, hey, I found this. Why isn't she a little logical about it? Be like, hey, I found this letter. Like, I don't know. It's giving me the creeps. Like, let's just sell this place and be done with it. That's what I would do. I'd be like, it's not my business. I'm just going to sell this place. I'm out of here. But, you know. Gosh.
Isabella, we've already had a conversation about this weeks ago. Those are just stories.
And I'm telling you that it's not. I saw something in there. It's not human at all. I thought it was just nothing, but isn't this letter proof enough?
She gently reaches out to pluck the paper off my hand. I just realized she's like really squeezed into that shirt. It's like, it doesn't seem like it fits. But whatever. Without even taking a glance at it, she folds it back neatly.
Look, I'm really getting worried about you. I know you want to see this open house through, but your condition is more important. Give me a few minutes to wrap things up here, and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital.
No! You don't understand! There isn't a condition, Rose. No concussion at all. I'm fine. But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it.
Why is she doing this now? This is so embarrassing. Before Rose could open her mouth for a retort, a hand lands on both our shoulders, pulling the two of us a distance closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
Nothing, sir.
He's so creepy.
I just had to clarify a
He's
few
the
things with
creepiest.
my colleague.
Well, it certainly seems
Intense.
intense. A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion. Especially darling little Lily here.
Ooh.
It's
Creepy.
Isabella, sir.
Lily, where'd you get Lily from?
Of course. But my point still stands. And with two beautiful ladies here, I'm sure.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Appreciate. The pressure on my shoulder lifts as soon as those two words leave his wife's lips, while the scowl on her face is like a splash of cold water on me. Ew. Oh god, everyone hates me.
I think I need to
I gotta get out of here. Okay, I'm almost at the door when she catches up
Isabella,
to me.
wait.
I'm sorry, dude. I didn't expect her to be an idiot about it. I thought she would just be like, hey, like, I found this letter. Like, be, like, a logical person about it.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
I would
Come
be pretty
on.
mad.
You didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? I've sold plenty of houses before, but I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape.
What? Wait.
That's what you said, but after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No,
I got kicked
I'm
out.
not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time, not work. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
Wow. I mean, honestly, though, if my partner in sales was acting like this, I'd be like, you need to get out. Like, you are just, like, really messing this up for
I
us.
promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after.
Fine. Okay.
Goodbye.
A
Get
little.
out of here.
If it's any consol-
Please don't. I don't want to repeat. He called me a noob. And I don't even know what that means.
Noob. Oh,
So,
boy.
are we good?
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that
Ouch.
bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet.
I guess we're
Just
not having a
stay
friendly
here,
banter
all right?
anymore.
Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and at least wait for me to call someone who will fetch you, okay?
Man, no one takes me seriously. No one takes me seriously. My friend Becca thinks I can't even make food for myself, and Rose thinks I'm just stupid. And all the people that I'm trying to sell the house to think I'm a bad artist. This sucks. Oh boy. Okay, everyone's admiring the antiques. The argument here, blah 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 blah. An argument. This house is my house. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Me too. Maybe this afternoon hangout will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. A few hours early from what I've told him, but he did ask for a phone call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it, or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter, personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be too busy the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple of minutes and a few prayers, asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects, and...
Shit! Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy.
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble?
Better not lie.
I'm a cool dude,
Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Beggars, watch out, can't beat me. Look for trouble? Better not lie. Pretty dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy.
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude,
Pretty fly for an Asian guy.
Sup,
Okay, I guess.
I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
Yes.
Baggers, watch out,
Can't beat me.
Looking for
Shit, how
trouble?
loud is this
Better
thing even-
not lie.
Why is
I'm
that
a
your
cool dude,
ringtone?
Pretty fly for an Asian guy.
I need to do that, man.
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe
My eyes darted
City.
around the small crowd
Baggers,
before
watch
zeroing in
out,
on a
can't
lone
beat
figure
me.
crouched
Looking
behind the
for
same group
trouble?
of old people
Better
checking
not
out the
lie.
decorous
I'm a
moments
cool
ago.
dude,
He was
pretty
facing
fly
away
for
from me,
an
fumbling
Asian
with
guy.
something in his
Sup,
hands.
I'm Ash
But I
from
need to see his
Deluxe
face to know
City.
whose back it is.
Baggers, watch out,
I'd recognize
can't
that dumb
beat me.
parka anywhere.
Looking for trouble? Better
Without
not
bothering
lie.
to end the call,
I'm
I
a
marched
cool
towards.
dude,
I wish the
pretty
song would
fly
stop
for an
now.
Asian guy.
Can't think.
Of all the
Sup,
times
I'm
to...
Ash from
Please hang
Deluxe
up your phone.
Frey!
Oh. Look at him. He's so Asian cute. What happens next is something I surely regret later for having not recorded. What was that? Ah. Ah. I feel kind of sorry for the phone and the floor. But it's not every day that you can catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn, his stupid detective senses. Also, he's a detective. He's a cute Asian detective. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward pause passes between us. A blink. A cough. He makes a face. Things happen. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up his neck and cheeks. He's all red. Because he's so embarrassed that his stupid ringtone went off. It's like, just put your phone on vibrate like everybody else. Like, who uses a ringtone anymore? Especially your own made ringtone. It sounds so stuck up. What an idiot. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxiously calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat.
Asshole.
I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way.
No way.
Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly, checking every nook and cranny on his phone for any damages or scratches seems to be more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
No, you're
a
not.
mansion.
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. He chances? The parlor? Wait?
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
Oh. Why? Why did you just drop by this mansion?
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
I think he's lying.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet.
Oh, he's got a
I think
pamphlet.
that makes me a legitimate client.
Oh, he's got
We
a
have
pamphlet.
mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
The dialogue's making me tired.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. Never mind.
Wait,
Okay, this banter has got me exhausted. Everyone's just talking to each other. I want some action. I want some spooks. Okay, so Ash is there. I think he's lying. I don't think he's a detective, so he's probably detecting in the mansion. I don't think that he's there just to pick her up. That was obviously a lie by how he was stuttering. He's like, I just came here because I had free time, so I was just gonna wait for you for like 5 hours until you were done. He's insufferable. He'll poke fun at every single chance he'll get. Ashhole. I kind of like that ashhole. What did I ever do to him? He obviously has a crush on you. That's why he's like making fun of you. Like he's a child or something. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill the word of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. So
What's
she's
wrong?
not gonna tell him.
Nothing. Let's just go.
doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!